Happy Wednesday, everybody. I am awake, and I've been awake now for like the past 40 minutes. Wow, what has actually happened to my life? I don't know. I have quit my job and I'm embarking on life. I don't have a plan, but I know God's got me, and I've got this huge amount of faith that I'm doing the right thing. And so I kind of met a guy this weekend, and he was amazing, and he's not my twin, so I don't really know what's happening right now. And I wish I could kind of say that I know exactly what's happening, but I don't. I'm following my heart, and I'm following what feels right in the very, very moment. And my twin isn't affecting me. I can't really feel his energy. I'm feeling very one with who I am, you know? I'm feeling very aligned, and I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. I don't know what's happening. There's something in me that's kind of pulling me towards whatever I need to be going towards, and I don't know what exactly it is I'm going towards. My masculine, I think, is on, you know, a real journey right now, and my twin will always be my twin, you know. That man changed my life around. Like, we all know, huge catalyst. He was the reason that I woke the fuck up. And I don't know how to feel about the fact that he's so disconnected from me right now. And the only reason I'm not upset is because I'm genuinely not upset. Like, I'm very much in my own energy, in my own tribe, really working, really spreading light, really doing myself justice, in the sense that I'm doing things that are going to make me happy. I've made some huge decisions that have been really hard for me to admit to myself, like leaving my work, leaving things behind. I've also ended a huge amount of codependency towards my mom, attachment issues, and I saw this quote, and it was something about like how parents, when they, not a quote, it was like a little spiel, and it was saying how parents often, a lot of the time, they will like invest all their energy into making money for their child to go to varsity, instead of dealing with how they're feeling about actually the fact that they're just missing you. And yeah, I think a lot, my mom's moving closer to me, and I think that we're going to be able to have a really cool relationship. But we've just got to sort out our relationship for a bit now, and change is uncomfortable, but she's the type of woman that will do it with me, and for that I'm eternally grateful that I've got a mom that actually sees who I am. Truly, like, under all the projection that she sends me, and as parents do, like, she actually sees me for who I am, and she's one of the first people that did. And for that I'm truly grateful, because a lot of the reason that like I didn't lose who I was is because, like, during my like bouts of depression and stuff like that, like, she would still support me, maybe not in the way that I needed, but at that time it was all I knew and all she knew, and like, we do the best that we can in the moment. And so for that, like, I almost just want to pay homage to my mom, because she's amazing, and we're going to get through this patch, and we're going to come out stronger, and we're all going to be really happy. And change is uncomfortable, it is, but it's like sometimes you have to make decisions not for instant gratification, but for long-term happiness, and sometimes even instant gratification in a sense, because as soon as you can shift your focus from something that is draining you to something that is really calling you, I think your life will definitely change. So I just have to have faith and trust in myself, in my journey, and in my God, in the universe. So yeah, So today, I just kind of want to see what the cards are saying. If you've kind of come into contact with someone that really feeds your soul, makes you feel good, is someone that is sick, and is someone that like isn't your twin, this is maybe a reading for you. Like, let's see what's going on. Maybe I have a feeling that there's going to be two energies that show up. So yeah, let's do this. Spirit, please can we have a message with regards to the twin flame journey and what is going on right now? What is going on right now? Spirit is saying all is going to plan. So if you're in a position, whether it's you've met someone else or not, well, if you haven't met someone else, this reading's probably not going to be for you. Okay. There's going to be so many downloads on this video. Like, I need to get my shit together. Okay. So basically, the first message that I'm getting is that whatever you're going through right now is completely guided by spirit. You are completely surrounded by spirit and you are protected by spirit. So like I said before, this journey is divinely orchestrated. Everything is happening as it should. So this journey, meaning your life, everything is happening as it should. We are really, really closing off a huge cycle of this twin flame journey. And it's like this time to reflect. Like my friend Kevin said yesterday, it's like a time to reflect on the journey, on what's happened, on what you've learned, on all those beautiful moments that have occurred in this journey, of the moments when you really felt spirit, those moments when you've really felt that love, that unconditional love from your twin and ultimately from yourself. So that's what spirit wants you to know. And there is a huge new beginning in your life that is taking place in the physical. It's changes that you can see. It's changes that you can witness. And you know, for this whole year, a lot of us have just been, got some lacquer knots in my hair. A lot of us have been feeling changes, been feeling that bliss state. But it's like finally a lot of what we were feeling is becoming. Spirit is saying you must protect your energy at this time. Put it into your projects. Don't over exert yourself. It's time to like look after yourself. A lot of us empaths have the tendency to like replenish our energy. No, not replenish. Fill up our energy, but then we like get so excited because like we here to fill purposes and we here to like spread light that we sometimes then overdo it socially, or overdo it work-wise, or overdo it energy-wise. So yeah, just look after your energy, otherwise we're going to get depleted, and we don't want that because we're on a good run right now. Spirit is saying that if you've met someone else, just continue focusing on you. Like, don't focus on your twin, don't focus on anyone else, don't focus on anyone, just focus on you. Try and stay in that space, that blissful state of alignment. There's also a song that's coming to my head called The Dog Days Are Over, which has been like a song that I've been listening to for the past few months, but like I woke up today with that in my head. And another song that was basically like saying all the stuff about like independence, but not in like a way, just like in a way of like, yeah, like I'm chilling. So yeah, that's just a song. I'll link it below if you want to listen to it. It's a vibe and like it gets you like pumped for life. Anyways, I'll link it below. Okay, so what I'm getting is that this way of living, so kind of immature, in an immature way, is ending. You're about to enter a stage where like things are going to start rolling. It's not going to be that immature, subliminal kind of living with love anymore. I think a lot of us have really like struggled with that aspect of this journey, well, especially like me. So I don't know, like I have kind of had quite an immature approach to it, in the sense of like all those messages, like Instagram stories, like hoping he would see, but yeah, that kind of phase of this journey is over. It's like things are going to start happening. You're going to start meeting people that are going to start like getting the ball rolling with you with all aspects of your life. And there's a major cycle of feeling like you're missing out or missing something. And I think that that has to do with a lot of the abandonment. You're closing off a lot of abandonment cycles. You're dealing with a lot of that, and Mercury retrograde is going to help you do that. So it's really awesome, because that means that you can start having relationships where you're not feeling like the other person is taking you for a ride. You're going to be living in love. And if you do meet people, they're going to be really helping you to get rid of those fears that are holding you back in a really loving, beautiful, a little bit uncomfortable way. Because when you're so used to not when you're so used to projecting your fears, and then when you learn that you project your fears, and then you put in a situation where you can stop yourself from projecting your fears, it's like, it's all basically training in a sense, you know, to get to a space of strength and love, you know, for yourself ultimately, but like also just strength and love for like, just strength and love in yourself, and for not allowing yourself to project your shit. Like, you don't want to do that to someone you love, and you're ending that cycle of doing that. And because of that, you've received a massive amount of downloads, and things are going to start moving very quickly. You're gaining understanding for like how things are going to flow, and you're flowing in it. You're in the flow of the universe right now, and they're loving it. And by they I mean God and the universe. Like, it's beautiful. They want to say like, it's good to have you here. Like, this is a huge landmark. That's going to be the title of this video. Like, you've reached a huge landmark, personally, spiritually, financially. Like, okay, and we have got 3 sevens now on this spread. So yeah, Spirit is with you. Spirit is here, and Spirit is communicating with you. And 2 9s, cycles are closing. Okay, so Spirit is saying that it's very important right now to keep your thoughts onto what you want to manifest. Spirit is saying you have got the ability to manifest what you desire. Hold that power and culminate it, look after it, and have the responsibility of your thoughts, which is not hard, because we've really been working on that. We've reprogrammed ourselves a lot, but now it's time to implement it, and now it's time to not let any of those dark entities back in. And if you feel it coming back in, Spirit is saying meditate and release and transmute immediately. There's no time for that right now. And remember, the higher you vibe, the more prone you are to receiving the dark entities. It's how it works. We're on this journey with Joan of Arc. We need to know how to protect ourselves energetically from people as well, and from just energies in general. So you are in this process now of processing your thoughts in a way that is really in line to your soul song. I believe that all of us have a song, and I believe that you have a song with someone. So for me, like, I believe that my twin and I have a song. So like, you're really vibing to the beat of your song. There's a lot of beautiful like energy in your life right now, and Spirit is saying really enjoy it, be grateful for it, because energy changes. So enjoy this aspect and time of your life, like, and the people in your life. Like, just embrace wherever you are right now. Things are falling into place beautifully and magically, and Spirit wants you in this process to not forget where you've come from. They want you to remember, like, because it's going to be so much more like joyous and rewarding, like, to really reflect while enjoying this, because you can see the polarity, you can see the you can see how far you've come. And yeah, it's exciting, and I'm proud of you. And you're ending a major cycle of torment. You're ending this cycle of immaturity. Take it how you will. You're ending this cycle of feeling controlled, is a word I'm getting. Like, you're ending this cycle of giving a shit about the wrong things. It's badass energy. No one has even come into this reading. This reading is all about you. Like, it's all about you and what you can control, and that's what Spirit wants you to do right now. You don't have to know right now if you're meant to end up with this person or this person. It's about following your heart and following your intuition and letting the universe help you. And don't do anything that's out of alignment right now. If something isn't calling you, leave it. Let it. If a seed's been planted somewhere, let it plant, let it grow, and let it become naturally what it is supposed to be. I'll shuffle twice. Oh, and see if there's any more messages that need to come through. This wants to come out. So what this is telling me is that there is a union that is taking place right now. Spirit loves to throw in some romance, and Spirit is saying that I need to throw in some romance. I have the emotional depth sometimes that are like, for me, I don't like to feel my emotions often, but I'm trying. There we go. As this comes out, this is the energy that I can portray, and I feel like, so there's some Queen of Swords energy happening here, and this is definitely us, but not in a bad way. The person that you're going to be with actually enjoys the fact that you're a bit of a Queen of Swords, like, as odd as it sounds. They like the fact that you have a bit of, you don't have to be a certain way, like, for someone to love you. You just have to be yourself. And if you're a bit of a Queen of Swords, you're a bit of a Queen of Swords. Like, what can you do? But it's in a good way. I think what this is trying to say is that the reason that you've had this energy is because a lot of the time in your life you've had to protect yourself, and you've had to go off like ways of doing things because of your fears and your projections and things like that. And Spirit is saying that, like, it's time to forgive yourself, and it's time to love that aspect of yourself. Like, you're like a bruised little lamb, like, but you're becoming a lioness. And it's weird, like, I was at this thing yesterday, and you can't see it now, but I got a lioness like fake tattoo, and these guys gave me a free tequila reading. Maybe I should do that sometime, do like a drunk reading, and I can do like a get ready with me. This channel is going to become a lot of things, so it's going to change into like a vlog vibe. It's going to be like my spiritual stuff. So yeah, just expect a lot of changes on this channel, and I really hope that it's well received. Anyways, so I'm going to also link my podcast below. It's gotten really good feedback, and I'm ready for you guys to like enjoy it and share in like what I'm talking about, because it's going to relate to a lot of what's going on in your life, because we're on the same energy wavelength. That's not going to just be twin flame. It's life, it's updates, it's just, you know, I believe a lot of the part of my purpose is to plant seeds for people and to get people to see things from a different perspective. So that's kind of what the podcast is about. Anyways, so the reason that you've been in this energy is understandable, because you've been dealing with a lot of karmic situations. You've had to have your guard up. You've been healing, getting triggered, but also having to like protect yourself. You've been in basically a war right now. You're coming out of war. A lot of us are a little bit skinnier, a little bit more buggered, but we're strong. We're looking stronger than we ever have. We're looking a bit rough and tough. But like, it's good energy. So ultimately, we've been fighting for this union with our twin. But ultimately, we've been fighting for this union with ourselves, with our integration, with learning to love the Queen of Swords in us, as well as the Queen of Hearts in us. And because we've reached that place, those karmics are falling away, because we no longer need those lessons. We no longer need those people and those lessons. We are welcoming in new soul lessons. We're welcoming in new soul tribes. We're welcoming in new people. And Spirit is saying there's no room to feel regret right now. Like, so if you're in a little bit of regret energy about certain things, like, let it go. The past is in the past. The lessons are in the past, and you've culminated those lessons. You have lived in those lessons, and you have fought for those lessons. And now it's not the time to feel regret. Now's the time to just get up and dance, because you're singing to your soul song. And this is the last message Spirit is saying. There's a huge breakdown that's happened in your ego over the past few months. and you have experienced a lot of heartbreak and you've experienced a lot of spiritual warfare. But the beauty of it is that God's been with you the whole time. And we've now got every single 7 on this place. We've got 4 sevens. God is with you. Spirit is leading you, and you are with Spirit right now. You are so with Spirit, and they love you. There's brand new wish fulfillment that's coming in, and Spirit is saying that it's now time for you, and that's what the thoughts thing was coming up earlier. It's now time for you to choose what you focus on. And this is not in a bad way, because obviously you're going to focus on what's coming in because it's so overwhelmingly joyous and positive. And look towards the wish fulfillment that's coming in, whether you know exactly how it's going to look or not. Don't have expectation. Keep the energy on yourself. Keep that flow within, and listen to your song right now. Listen to the universe's song. That is what is leading you, and that is what is guiding you. This wish fulfillment is coming in, no matter how that looks. And I think it's wish fulfillment in a lot of areas of your life. Allow your ego to break down. Allow that pride to go